Hi, I am Mr. Harikobu Harinathan, Nursing Officer from Department of Medical Surgical Nursing. Today we are going to discuss about decubitus ulcer. Definition: a pressure ulcer or pressure sore or decubitus ulcer or bed sore is localized injury to the skin and other underlying tissue, usually over a body prominence as a result of prolonged and diluted pressure. Risk factors are friction, shear, impaired sensory perception, impaired physical mobility, altered level of consciousness, fecal and urinary incontinence, malnutrition, dehydration, excessive body heat, advanced age, chronic medical conditions such as diabetes and cardiovascular disease. Pathophysiology: any of the risk factor act on area of soft tissue overlying body prominence. When this pressure exceeds normal capillary pressure, results in occlusion and tearing of small blood vessels, which reduce the tissue perfusion, results in ischemic necrosis, ultimately leads to pressure sore. The common sites prone to develop bed sore are elbow and inner knees. Other sites are back of the head and ears, shoulder, greater trochanter, hip, lower back and buttocks, as well as heel. Based upon the depth of tissue destroyed, the bed sore can be classified into four stages. Stage 1, 2, 3 and 4. Let us discuss about it. Stage 1. The skin will be intact. Discoloration of the skin, warmth, edema or pain may also be present. Stage 1 indicates at risk. Involves only the epidermal layer of the skin and erythema of a localized area, usually over bony prominence. Stage 2. In stage 2, a partial thickness loss of dermis present as a shallow open ulcer with a red-pink wound bed without slough is seen. It involves epidermis and dermis. In this stage, the ulcer may be referred as a blister or an abrasion. Stage 3. In this stage, a full thickness tissue loss is seen. Subcutaneous fat may be visible, but bone, tendon or muscle is not exposed. Epidermis, dermis and subcutaneous tissue involved. Subcutaneous layer has a relatively poor blood supply, so it is difficult for the ulcer to heal. Stage 4. Full thickness tissue loss. A stage 4 ulcer is at the deepest, extending into the muscle, tendon or even bone. If the bed sore remain untreated, it may lead to cellulitis, bone and joint infections, sepsis and cancer. Preventive measures. Bed sores are easier to prevent than to treat. Although wounds can develop in spite of the most scrupulous care, it is possible to prevent them in many cases. And foremost thing is position changes. Changing position frequently and consistently is crucial in preventing bed sore. Expert advise changing position every 15 minutes if you are in wheelchair and every second hourly even during night if you spend most of your time in the bed. Skin inspection. Daily skin inspection for pressure sore are integral part of prevention. A healthy nutrition is important in preventing the skin breakdown and aiding in wound healing. Adequate hydration is important to maintain the skin integrity. Next is lifestyle changes like quitting smoking, exercise. Exercise improve the circulation. Next, use pressure relief devices such as air mattress or water bed such as alpha mattress. Now we have discussed about decubitus ulcer, the definition, risk factors, pathophysiology, stages and classification of bed sore, its complication and prevention. Now we are going to discuss about the role of nurses in prevention and management of bed sores. Nurses should be continuously assessing the patient who are at risk for developing bed sores. Apart from that, the nurses should assess the patient for predisposing factor by using a Braden risk assessment tool. Braden risk assessment tool is used to measure the pressure ulcer risk. This tool contains 6 subscales which measures the risk that are contributing neither to the highest intensity or the duration of pressure. Elements are friction and shear, sensory perception, moisture, activity, mobility, nutrition. Adding the subscale score, we can get the total score. The lower the score, the higher the risk. If the score falls between 10 to 12, the patient is at higher risk. If it is between 13 to 14, moderate risk, and if it is between 15 to 18, the patient is at lower risk for developing an acquired ulcer or injury. Nurses should inspect the skin condition of the common pressure sites every second hourly. Inspect the skin for warmth, dryness, moisture or any discoloration and breakdown. Evaluate the mobility, circulatory status, assess the neuromuscular status, determine presence of incontinence, evaluate the nutritional and hydration status, note present health problems. Risk-based intervention for a patient with decreased sensory perception. Then provide pressure redistribution surface. Patient with incontinence, following each incontinence episode, clean area and dry thoroughly. Provide skin with moisture barrier ointment. Intervention to avoid friction and shear. Reposition patient using draw sheet and lifting of surface. Use proper positioning technique. Avoid dragging the patient in bed. Use comfort device appropriately. Interventions for a patient with decreased activity and mobility. Establish individualized turning schedule. Change position at least once in 2 hours and more frequently for high-risk individuals. For a patient with poor nutrition, provide adequate nutritional and fluid intake. Assist with intake as necessary. Consult dietitian for nutritional evaluation.